My name is Brandy. Welcome to Samsung and welcome to ISTE 2013. Thanks for coming on up here, Jose. I appreciate that. Now you guys have volunteered to be my students, so if you didn't, just say, oh no, I'm easy.
Hey, no problem.
Awesome. So I'm so glad to have all of you here. Thank you so much for joining us today. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Sometimes, computers are things. But let's go ahead and get started. Also, welcome to our Samsung booth at ISTE 2013. So today we're excited to provide you a demonstration of our new integrated one-to-one classroom solution, our Samsung School. Now Samsung School is an interactive classroom solution that allows the educator to manage the digital learning environment and better engage your students to participate in lessons. The innovative program provides a more efficient and more flexible learning experience. Our Samsung School is the result of several years of development and it's been piloted at more than 20 schools worldwide. So we're just so proud to be announcing here at ISTE 2013 the commercial availability of our Samsung School here in the U.S. So today we're demonstrating Samsung School on our Galaxy Note 10.1 tablet. Now it's the exact same one that's here in front of you. We believe it's ideal for K-12 education. You'll notice the large crisp display and S Pen for advanced handwriting recognition and of course drawing. Now in addition to that, the Samsung School enables interoperability with our Samsung Interactive Whiteboard by our Allshare cast dongle. Okay? And to support the Samsung School, we also have prepared various accessories, especially the keyboard dock. It helps educators and students maximize the usage of our Galaxy Note 10.1. All right, so are you guys ready to see how the Samsung School works? Now, I promise I'll be easy on you. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm the teacher, you guys are my students, and this is the login screen that I see. So I'm going to go ahead and log us in here real quick. And now all of us are on the dashboard. This is exactly what your students will see. Okay? This is the key, holds all of their key information right here. I'm going to go up here to timetable. And now you're welcome to follow along with me if you would like. You've got your S Pen sitting there. So please feel free to follow along. I'm going to click on timetable. That's up here in my left-hand corner. Now check this out. Now you can see all of your classes and your schedule. And you can also see your course information. Alright, now let's go back up to our Samsung School icon and go ahead and click on that. Now maybe you'd like to know what kind of extracurricular activities are going on or school notices. So we have a section right here for notices. If you wanted to click on that, you could click on that and you could see what's going on for the day or what is coming up. Let's go click on Samsung School again and we're going to go back. We've also got message boards. Okay, so as a student, you can click on message board and you can post a message, or we could reply to Jessica's spring picnic and we could let her know that we'd like to come. So you do have the ability to post a message or of course reply to one. So let's click on Samsung School again. We're going to go back. Now I'd like to show you our media library. If you guys are on the dashboard, you're going to see the media library. And on the left, you can see all of your courses. And if you wanted to click on geometry, then you'll have all of your content that has been pre-prepped for you. So you'll have more content that you can read on your lesson or your course. So it's all valuable tools. Let's go ahead and click back. And now we're again at our dashboard. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a geometry lesson, and I'm going to have you guys join in with me, okay? So as the instructor, I'm going to hold down on my geometry, and I'm going to start my lesson now. Now once my lesson comes up, if I could ask all my students to hold your S Pen on the geometry until it says join lesson now, or join lesson. There you go, just kind of hold it steady for a second. This is join lesson. Super! You guys are great students, let me tell you. See, you're doing so good. Awesome. Feel free to join us if you'd like. Okay, awesome. So welcome to geometry class. We're glad to have you guys here. Now what I'm going to show you is if we go up here, right here to the left, you are not limited to the content that you see here. Here to the left, there's a little arrow on your screen. We can open that arrow up, okay? And now I can say, okay class, today we're going to talk about triangles. And I can pull up other content that I have preloaded for you for today's class. Now, what really sets Samsung apart is our fully interactive canvas and whiteboards. So I'm going to go up here to my tool, and get my S Pen. And so I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to go ahead and select a color. Let's go blue. And I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, folks, now those triangles are the same size and the same shape. So what do we call those triangles? Okay, so we call those triangles congruent, right? And so I can go ahead and I can talk to my class, and they can write on theirs as well. Now, one of the really neat functions that I think is super cool is I'm going to go over here back to this side, and since I know you guys are maybe on the triangles, I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and pull this back up. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you guys. So check this out. I just hit the share screen right up here on the right-hand side, and now all of you guys should be looking exactly at what I'm looking at, right? So how cool is that? Now what is one of the great features is that I can step down and I can separate myself from the front of the classroom. And I can walk around and I can give Joseph here a private lesson and say, okay Joseph, so this is what we need to do. And I can set my S Pen to write, and so can he, and we can do the problem together. Okay? So that is a great benefit of our Galaxy Note 10.1. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my screen back. So I'm going to give you guys your screen back. So everybody should be back to where they left off, correct? Super. Okay, so now I'd like to check my student management. I'd like to see who's paying attention, all right, and who's been following along. So no pressure, right? So I'm going to go back up here to, I'm going to get back into my lesson. And let's see, let's go ahead and we got to exit out of that, right? So let's see, where am I at? Whoop, didn't mean to do that. Let's pull that back up. Alright, so we're going to pull that down, and we're going to come up here to our students. So do you see that right there? So we're going to click on students as the instructor. And once I do that, now I can see I have the icons to show me what everybody is seeing. You see that? So I can see a couple of you guys are doing a great job. You guys are in geometry class, but there's a couple of you that are studying your triangles. So awesome. Well done. Now Candy over here, which I think you're Candy, you're doing a really good job. You have got congruent triangles, and I am so proud of you. So I'm going to say, Candy, would you mind sharing this with our class today? So I went ahead and I clicked on Candy, and I can assign Candy as my presenter. And now Candy can say, okay, this is how I came up with this answer, and she can show us exactly how she did that. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of that. And so now over here, Tim, I see that, maybe you're not paying attention, and you're doing maybe checking your email, okay? So I need to get Tim's attention. So how do I do that? Well, I'm going to click on Tim's name.
That's him.
And I am going to lock his screen. There you go. And in just one moment, actually, you know what? Tim is down here now. Okay, so there he is. Look at that. So now what it says is, okay, Tim, I need you to come back with me and pay attention to today's lesson. Okay. So that is an awesome feature to have. Now I can lock all of my student screens as well, not just Tim's. So that is available too. So let's go up here. I'm going to close it. And now I'm back to my icons, and you should have your, do you have your screen back yet? Are you still locked, Tim? Well, let's unlock you. So we're going to unlock you, and now you should be good to go. Okay? So another thing that is really cool is I want to keep my class moving along, and we're doing some math problems and some formulas, and I need to maybe push out a calculator to you. Or maybe there's terminology that you don't understand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an auto run, and I'm going to push out an application to all of your devices. So if you look up here in auto run, I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to open it up. And check this out. Look at all of these applications in here. Wow, there's just a lot in there, right? So I can select an application, and I'm going to select our S Note. And now momentarily, I have pushed this application out to all of your devices, all right? And I can say to you, okay guys, why don't you go ahead and take 5 minutes of independent study and work on your formula, and then when you're done, maybe I can have you close out of that application and click back on your Samsung School icon and join me again. Now, as you're working on it, I can still see what all of my students are doing, okay? So I can see if somebody needs help. Another neat function in the S Note is I can write the word congruent. And when I do that, I can connect with the internet, and it'll come back and it'll tell me exactly what the word congruent means, or I can write a formula. And I can send it off, and it'll come back with the answer of all the different ways to solve that problem. So it's just great. The S Note's got great functionality. All right, so now we're about ready to wrap up our class, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'd like to see what you guys have learned today. So I'm going to send out a poll, and I'm going to come back up here to my course. I just clicked on my course, and I'm going to go over to the puzzle. And I click on the little puzzle, and when I do that, I should have a poll, and I do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to push this poll out to all of you, and I'm going to find out in real time if you guys understood your lesson today. So here I go. I'm going to click Start. It's easy as that. And it should be in front of all of my students. So if you could go ahead and enter a response, Robert, would you mind doing that for us? Would you click a response? Who should be the next Prime Minister? Donald Duck, of course, right? Okay, so let's see here. Now check this out. 100% of my students have submitted, and if you look in the right-hand corner, now I can view my results. And that is super cool, right? So now in real time, I can see what my students are thinking. Do they understand today's lesson? Do we need to maybe cover this project again? So that is one of the awesome benefits of our Samsung School, and of course the Galaxy Note 10.1. So that, I'm sorry?
Can you see what individual students responded?
Yes, you can see which individual students responded, correct, Phil? Mm-hmm. Yep, you sure can. So I believe you can see as they come in. So I just want to thank all of you for joining us today. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation. I do want to remind you that these are just the key features that we have gone over today. There is so much more to show you in Samsung School. So feel free to grab any one of our representatives, ask any questions that you have. Of course, make your way around the group because we have a lot of our partners here with us as well. So thanks for joining us, and I hope you have a great day here at ISTE 2013. Thank you. Thank you, sir.